Welcome back to this channel. Let's look at this Olympiad question. The question says 125 raised to the power of x plus 5 raised to the power of x equals to 30, and we are to find the value of x. Don't hesitate to also present your own solution in the comment section. Let's solve together. Solution: we have 125 raised to the power of x plus 5 raised to the power of x equals to 30. So we can write this 125 as 5 raised to the power of 3, then raised to the power of x, then plus 5 raised to the power of x equals to 30. So what do we do next here? We can rearrange this to be in this form: 5 raised to the power of x all raised to the power of 3 plus 5 raised to the power of x equals to 30. So what do we do next? Let 5 raised to the power of x to be equals to p. Let's use p to represent 5 raised to the power of x. So if we do that, wherever we see 5 raised to the power of x, we put the letter p. So we have p raised to the power of 3 plus p equals to what? Equals to 30. So from here we can rewrite this as p raised to the power of 3 plus p equals to this as 27 plus what? Plus 3 to give us what? 30. So 27 raised to the power of p, 27 rather, can also be written in this form in order to have power of 3. P raised to the power of 3 plus p as what? 3 raised to the power of 3, because 3 raised to the power of 3 will give us 3 raised to the power of 3 will give us 27 plus 3. Okay, now if you compare both sides, the right side and the left side, if you compare both sides, this side, let's compare the two. It means that our p equal to 3, or p raised to the power of 3 equal to what? 3 raised to the power of what? 3, which also equals to what? Which means our p is here is what? Is 3. So it means our p is 3 from that point. But recall that we say our p to be equals to, in this point, 5 raised to the power of x. So we go back to that. So we now say 5 raised to the power of x equals to p, which is the same thing as 5 raised to the power of x equals to what? What's our p? 3. So what do we do here? Let's solve using log. Let's find log of both sides. Log 5 raised to the power of x equals to what? Log 3. Then we applied power rule here. So if we have log b raised to the power of a, it will give us a log what? Log b. So if you apply this power rule, okay, we are going to have x log 5 base 5 equals to what? Log 3 base 5. Now, recall that if you have log a base a is always what? 1. If the log and the base are equal, it will give us 1. Now, so this now means we are going to have x times 1 to be equals to log 3 base 5. X times 1 is equal to x equals to what? Log 3 base what? Base 5. That is the value of what? Of our x. Now, what we want to do next here is let's verify our results. Let's verify the results. Let's do the verification. Let's verify. So for us to verify, recall that we said 5 125 raised to the power of x plus 5 raised to the power of x equals to 30, which is similar to what we have here. 5 raised to the power of 3x plus 5x equals to 30. Then record now that the value of x is what? Log 3 base 5. So we apply that here now. So we are now going to have 5 raised to the power of 3 times log 3 base 5 plus 5 raised to the power of what? Log 3 base 5 equals to what? 30. Now, recall that if we can rewrite this in this form. 5 raised to the power of log 3 raised to the power of 3 base 5. Then plus 5 raised to the power of log 3 base 5 equals to 30. So this can also be written as 5 raised to the power of log 27 base 5 plus 5 raised to the power of log 3 base 5 equals to 30. Okay, I'll take you. So from here, I can easily say if you apply this log rules that says if you have a raised to the power of log b base a is what? Is b. If you apply this here, so which means here now we are going to have 27 plus what? Plus 3, which is equal to 30. So if we add 27 plus 3, definitely we are going to have 30, which is equals to what? 30. We have verified this answer to the question. So what it means is that the value of x that satisfies the solution to the question is log 3 base 5. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Bye bye.